Good evening, guys. Hope everyone's well. We're going live in a moment. Ready, so let's get cracked on. Well, welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed my little video that I put up onto the channel earlier today. He was the first like on the video, was you, Gorgel? That's good to hear. And I haven't looked since earlier. I was on 9 views earlier, so I'll have a quick look now before we crack on. Let's have a look what we're on. Currently sat on 15 views, so that's pretty on par with any previous videos I've uploaded. Typical values between 7 and 20, so it's sat bang in the middle. Not bad. Decent, I guess, for a video. For me, anyway. Let me know what your thoughts are about it, because I'm intrigued to know whether you think the target's realistic. I think it is, personally. 600's not a difficult target to reach. Should get easier as I obviously grow anyway, to get more people watching. So first thing I was going to tackle in this stream was this area here. Now, at the end of the previous stream, I realised that this was causing a problem, because if you look at the ground, if I click on, I don't know, go to any industrial building, pretty much. Well, they've had a few change of icons since I last streamed. That's interesting to know. This wind from over here is blowing over to this area. That's causing air pollution. So this area I'm going to delete and move to somewhere else, where I don't know yet. And this area I'm going to redevelop the roads tonight. So I will start with deleting these areas first. Now, server farm, that's not going to cause a problem. Not going to be any pollution from that. Those buildings there is. Yeah, all that. That. I mean, yeah. It's high noise pollution, high air pollution. So these are all going to have to go, because this affected the quality of life for these people. So, we will get this started. Get this deleted now, and I will move a lot of this stuff elsewhere. Where, I don't know yet, but it'll have to be done. Later in the stream, once the air pollution has gone from this area, I should be able to build on it then. For now, I will leave it as it is. I won't leave that here either. I'll leave that one there for now. The server farm can stay, because that's not going to cause a problem. That's a telecom tower. Radio mast. Oh yeah, forgot about that one. And that is mason jar. That can go as well. That will get rid of any noise and air pollution from this area. Now, here, whilst the traffic problem isn't particularly that bad, it's going to get worse over time. So I feel that I'm going to have to make some changes. Maybe change some roads, make them a bit wider. It's this area mainly that's the problem. Not really much I can do about it unless I make the road wider. I mean, it's not too bad now, but it is very queued up in that lane. Then it obviously goes down to that, so that causes a problem. So it's this area really that's causing the major problem. The bottleneck is sort of here. And obviously the tailback is caused by that. So what I am going to do is the high school I'm going to move slightly, if I can. Should be able to relocate it slightly. Assuming it will let me. So that that's easily relocatable, so that's sorted. Going to be some buildings here I'm going to have to remove, so we'll get rid of this one. And it's already rebuilding it, so I'm going to have to pause it to sort this out. That car park is going to have to go, because there's going to be no room for it there when I widen the road. So relocate this to somewhere. Not sure where. Probably nearby. I'll probably move it across the road. I should be able to keep some of the buildings in place. Just put it there. Baldville still makes me giggle. Yeah, I put that up in the description because Kraz mentioned it earlier. I thought it was quite funny, so we'll keep that. Big up for air pollution. I'm not. Should hire Crazy Gorgle to destroy the city. I hope not. Let's see what we've got. So, what road have we got now? I think we've got a 3 and a 2. Yes, we've got a 5-lane asymmetric road. We don't want. So I'm going to go for a wider road. Divider in the middle. We have a 7-lane. See what we've got. 7-lane, 8-lane. I don't think we need an 8-lane. I think we'll go for 7. The upgrade tool. I can do it on one side, so I can't do it there though because that building's overlapping. How annoying is that? I don't think I can. Those are going to go. So there's that one there. That is a pain. I have to destroy a building because of it. Oh well, not a major issue. Something else overlapping as well. Could it be this? A bus station? I mean, it could be. I will relocate this as well. I think. I don't think there's anything else blocking that. Or is there? Oh. Is it? Oh, do you know what? I think it might actually be. Let me get rid of that and just see if that fixes the issue. I might be able to fix it by just deleting that bit of road. Tram line I'm going to have to rebuild, but that I know about. That saves me having to move the bus station. So, that works. The only problem we've got now is obviously with the tram line, but I can fix that shortly. What I'm more concerned about at the moment is repopulating the land here. So, that's not particularly... I was going to say that's not particularly helpful. The high school's there. So we'll colour these areas in and then I'll rebuild the school. Tram line, sorry. So what do we need? We need medium density, so we'll fill in with medium density. Yeah. There as well. Still got the bus depot there, haven't we? I think. Yeah. And here as well. Right, that sorts that out. Let's sort the tram line out. So, lines. Yeah. Tram. Right, where do we need to build from again? Yeah, so we've got a tram line there. If I remember correctly, I built a 2-way tram, didn't I? Which... Let's see, which way does it go? Yeah, towards... And then it disappeared to save it derailing. Makes sense. It'd be funny if it derailed, though. That's not going to work, is it? I don't think it's going to let me do what I want it to do. Oh, is this not going to... No. Pain. I keep forgetting that there's a freaking... It's a bloody nuisance having to build tram lines on roads on this. Might not even let me because the road's so wide. I never thought of that. Hang on, I've just remembered what the problem is. It's because it hasn't got the parameter to build on the road. Because I'm an idiot. Right, let me catch up with the comments. So, have you a brothel red light district? Not yet, Andy. I'm eating pickles and raw fish. Okay. Sushi. Not a big fan of sushi. Hello, Kraza. What did you eat for dinner tonight? I had some pizza. Pepperoni. Put a red light district in it, or make more money. Or make money, lol. This is again, I want to get my new PC when I can use it. Quite good, to be fair. It's quite graphical, though. Steve will give you his PC craze. Built the hairdressers. Welcome to the stream, small PP. Hello, Azareth. Right. Let's get this sorted. Underground road. Contour lines now. Where's it gone? No, that's not working. Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. It's there. Yeah, that works, sort of. Yeah, that works. Couldn't see it before. I can see it now. So that's fixed. So we've now got a loop that goes around like that. Still need a station in the middle, though. So let's build a station. Build it in the middle. Right, that's now sorted there. So let's just watch this go. Connected there, isn't there? Yeah, that's fine. And eventually, I probably will add an extension onto it, but I can leave that for now. So that should solve the pollution problems eventually. It's not going to go away straight away. It will take a little bit of time, but these guys are now complaining about water. I ain't got enough water supply. That is a problem, which I do need to fix. Let's see. This I will move to somewhere else. So where are we going to put this? One there. May have to build one over here. So let's extend this road. No water. Yeah, it's because it's a pumping station. Of course there's going to be no water. Ooh. I'll put like some extra pumps in, I think. Question is though, is where? Sewage, sewage, sewage. Yeah, so they're all sewage. We don't want to put it there. Don't want to be killing our people. Wait, what? I'm going to put them over here. Actually, no, I won't. Which way is the wind blow? It's a bit of a mix, that one. We'll put it away, completely away from that. Save any risk of pollution. Anyway, that's a sewage outlet. That's not the one I wanted. The icon change has thrown me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Right, let's do it to the rest of the network. It's overlapping. There we go, that fixes that. Just need road access now. Sort out. Why are you being a pain? nowhere near them. The idea would be is to build the road first, then build your pumps, but I'm a bit clever with it. It will work eventually. Just temporary for now until I get this area developed, and then I'll redevelop it properly. Just tend to like building things. I think I might end up having to move that. It's not going to let me. That's a tunnel, isn't it? So, I've got a road that I can connect to. Here. There you go. There we go. That fixes that one. Right, so they're complaining about sewerage now. Must be a sewerage shortage as well. I don't know. That's fine. Water's in the green. Don't know then. Probably disappear shortly. Also connected there and there. So there's no reason why you should have a problem. Still got water pollution. Well, air pollution should I say. Noise pollution. Here. Again, that will clear in time. It has done on those two buildings that have just been built, so not worried about that. That I need to sort. Yep. Right. To here. What's Connor done now? Oh. Too many laughing emojis serves him right. Like the stream, guys, so SimSteve can feel complete. I show meat to make you feel complete. No thanks. Complaining about water supply. Baldville residents sound like. What's wrong with Gorgel? What do you want to know? What do you want to ask me? Been condemned? Oh dear. Better demolish it then. It's only just been built, that. Right, so that solves our little traffic problem in some respects. It makes it a bit easier for traffic to access. So there's a bit of congestion there, but that because the bus is taking forever to go into the bus station, it's not a major issue. Tram stop, fine. Yep, all good there. So that's that area sorted really. I'm just going to have a look elsewhere. Parked cars. Not really much going on really. Buses are moving. Traffic's moving. Clinic. Yeah. That's all fine. Nothing wrong with that. These haven't got water. Ah, yeah, that will make sense. They haven't got a supply. Why is it complaining about overlapping items? Oh, I know why. Yes, it's in a tunnel, isn't it? It won't... It's not smart enough to realise what it needs to do. It's quite funny, to be fair. Am I going to have to do this the hard way? Like, send it round? I won't even do it there. Oh my word. Because of the roundabout, isn't it? I don't think that's going to work. Let me reassess that again. It can't find a way here because it's overlapping with the road. What I could do, however, do that. That'll work. So I can build onto that as well. Watch a how-to basic video, your choice. No thanks, not tonight's stream. Too much to do in here, or that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm going to cut the supply of power to here. If I can. Just move it over slightly. Why is it not letting me delete the power line? What? Hell? I'm confused. I don't know why that's showing up yet. I'll delete it because I don't need it. Why is that showing up there? I encountered a bug of some description. I think I might have done. Funny thing about this is when you do this and try and create a new line, it doesn't populate it very well at all. It's sort of like, it's a bit weird how it works. If you try and join onto an existing properties line, you can't join on it properly. It's bizarre. Where with the old game, you could literally create them no problems. Unless it's on the main road. Yeah, see, it just won't let you do that. It still won't let me delete the power line. Strange. I don't really want to put the road in just because of a power line when I can move the power line. So I was going to put another shoot off on the road here. Tell you what I will do instead. I guess it's cut off into there. Give them properties access to the highway from that side. Right, I need to sort this out here. I think what I will do for now is I'll join it up somewhere else. Nope. Fix that one out. Baldville is free for all Baldies. Baldies don't have to pay for anything, except everyone else has to pay. Hello, Homer. Hearted, well done. Congratulations. These guys shouldn't be affected really by noise pollution anymore. Now there's a couple of them opened up there. That will explain why. Didn't the should have. There is a way you can remove the markers for this sort of thing. There we go. I figured out why. Still learning how to get to grips with this version of the game. It is slightly different compared to the original. Not much, but there is certain things that have changed. I need to take the colouring off this. Just trying to work out how you do it. There was a way. There is one way to do it. Let's put extra different things in, like residential. Just repaint the colour. We need medium density. More housing here then. One way to do it. So I'm looking for shops as well. Sod off with the call. Yep, that solves that one. And then there's these two here as well. So I'll delete. And they've started building them already. So annoying. Delete. Ow. There you go. Recolour your ground and you solve your problem. That's sorted. Not quite sure what the why that's people find that so funny. To be honest, not gonna lie. Yep, good, good. What we got here? Houses. Yep, looks like we're all sorted here now. Shops. I think I'm going to have a bit of a farming area over here instead of industrial. Just to make it a bit more interesting, because I've not really delved into farming yet. So... I'm in trouble. Yes, you are. Wreck man. Right, let's build some roads. I think I'm going to build this area as like a one-way system. So I think I'll... I forgot about them as well. Sake. Forgot how many industrial buildings are built around here. That should be the last of them. Right, let's get into some farming. So, specialised industry we were looking for. That's the wrong one. There we go. We'll have livestock farming. There. Grain farming. Vegetable farming. Plus I'll have them all next to each other. Forestry. Interesting. Not really sure. Oh, okay. So is that... Is it got to have a road around the back? I assume it does. It'll have to be bi-directional. Let's test this out. Okay. I want to work out what this is going to do. So, that's built. That isn't. I don't understand what's going on there. Let me try it again. I wonder if there's something that I'm doing wrong. Right, what did I put in? So I put the chicken farm, grain farm. Oh. Eh? Okay. That's now fixed. I wasn't expecting to soon put it down. I have to fix the fence. And what else did I get? So I got livestock, grain, vegetable, textile. because the resource is not available. That seems to have fixed it anyway, so that must have been another glitch that I've encountered. There's quite a few glitches on this game. Let's see, this is where the stream gets cancelled. Farming normally means no stream or stream ending, lol. No farm sim this week on the schedule. Next week apparently there may be. Yes, I will be doing some farm sim next week. Probably replace, I don't know, not too sure yet. We'll replace something probably. That's that. Don't really know what to expect with farming. I mean, it could get quite busy around this. I might have to adjust these roads eventually. But it's interesting to say the least anyway that you can do this sort of thing. Forestry. I can't do that. Is this even fertile land actually? I never thought of that. I'm going to assume it ain't. It hasn't complained. Let's see if it produces anything. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Delete it and somewhere else there. So we can have stone mining literally anywhere, which is interesting to know. I'm going to assume noise pollution low, 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 medium. Don't think they'll be complaining of pollution. They're not. These guys are, which some makes a little bit of sense because they're sort of closer to this industrial area. But that might disappear in time. But this has. So, what's going on here? Yeah, that makes sense. I find it will fail. I haven't set it up fully. What else can we have? So I think we'll put a coal mine, no. Ore mining, no. Oil drilling, that will cause noise. So I think we'll leave these areas to somewhere else. For now, I think we'll look at putting some more housing in. Small demand for it by the looks of things. There and there. Fill this area with it as well. Offices, no demand for that. There's loads of industrial demand, quite a bit of commercial demand as well. So we'll fill a bit more commercial in as well. Again, over time I can adjust roads when necessary. Right, I've got to a point now where I'm sort of like, what am I going to do next? I mean, this area looks like it's thriving reasonably well. We've got houses on the bank which are no longer flooding. Well, he says. I mean, that looks precariously close to flooding. So I think I might terminate these houses here. I am debating whether they're going to flood sometime soon. This end they should be alright, but the other end is completely different. These buildings will be okay, but these, I don't know. A bit worried about them. At least half of them, anyway. Obviously, we developed our little path area as well, because this area was housing originally, which flooded. Built this area as well. Yeah. Really don't know what to do next. Thinking what I might do here is just develop this area into a bit of a wood. Same with that area. There's not really much you can do with it. I mean, it's sort of wasted land in a way. Same with that area there. This area you could do something with. Oh, there's been a traffic accident over here. What the heck's the car doing there? Did that car just crash through the bridge somewhere? I don't see a gap in the bridge. I'm going to assume that's what's happened. So anyway. SimSteve is drinking coffee. I smell a lie. I'm not drinking coffee at all. Drinking something else. The place is more than likely unless you decide otherwise. It could be this. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I smell a fart. Floodgates open. Steve, you could have done the 2024 video without a hat. Yeah, I decided to do it with the hat. People complaining of traffic jams. Yeah, seems to be the case. Still trying to work out what has happened there. Certainly an interesting place to crash. And it can't be from the highway underneath. What is going on here? Ah. That will cause a problem. Everyone turning round. Okay, that I need to sort out. I forgot about that issue, to be fair. What are we going to do here? Because everything's coming sort of like from under here to turn back to go here. So, need to do something about that. What are we going to do? That's a question. Because it goes underground, it's a bit of a tricky one. The only thing I could do is build like a loop road off it. So let's see. I build, say a 4-lane off it. That should solve it if I can get the right place. Here we want it. At least going into the city anyway. Question is, where do I join it onto? Join it onto there. That then won't be a one-way road, I think. Well, according to that it is. You'll have to change that to be bi-directional. That ain't gonna work because there's buildings in the way. Okay. Get rid of that. Why is it just... Why did it do that? I mean, it could have connected that straight, no problem. Yet it chose not to. Try that again. That's better. Right. We'll have it two-way until a certain point. Probably... I don't know how much further it can go. I could rejoin onto the highway from here as well, to be fair. So you've got this road that goes over, so they're connected. Obviously from this side, but they're not for this side. So I need to think about that as well. How am I going to connect that up? That won't work because it's too steep. So you can't do that. It's a bit of a pain, really. The only thing I could do, really, is put a junction in there. But that's not really going to help. Not unless I knock these buildings down. Focus on this issue first. Again. slope's too steep. Don't think that's going to work. That didn't work because it's overground. God's sake. I didn't realise it was overground there. I thought it was underground. All the way. It wasn't. Again. It's above that. Building underground's such a hard thing to do. Overlapping items. Could have done with building it in a little bit better place, really. Delete. That didn't work. God's sake. Guess that might have to do. At least for the moment. That should now bring traffic from here. So let's see if it does. Anything that can come into that part. See if it does. Nope, the car's gone the other way. I missed. People complaining of traffic jams, people complaining of healthcare. I am sorting the traffic issue out at the minute. We need SimSteve branded clothing. Doris. Who's Doris? Steve is Bob the Builder. Lol, just figured that out. Think Bob the Builder building and Steve. What? Still nothing to use that road yet. I want something to use it to make sure it's working. Should be anyway. But what I could do with doing is probably doing a separate one to go to this highway, but I really don't think there's any point. Well, I say any point. There probably is a point, but there, but there's nothing to connect this one up, so it makes it a bit tricky, really. I really need to fix this. So, I think the only way I'm going to fix that. Get that out. Single interchange probably isn't going to work. Roundabout probably ain't going to work either. What I'm thinking I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to change this to have change this completely. So let's delete that, keep that there because I'm going to need that anyway. Need to work out how I'm going to do this. So if I take the bit of road out here and make a junction, won't be a clover leaf, probably be like the three-way one. And somehow I need to bring both sections of highway over here. Or at least one of them. I could keep that there, to be fair, and then just have the... at least one way. I don't know whether that'll work. Hang on, let me create some road here. See if I can get this to work. Trumpet intersection, that might work. Well, would do if facing the other way because the rail's in the way. About the dumbbell interchange. That's not going to work. Partial cloverleaf. That would possibly work. Change it slightly. Really? Oh, okay. That seems to work, sort of. No. Directional T junction. Or, yeah, T intersection. That's more kind of the one you want to build. Again, the railway's in the way. That's not really helpful. Could take the railway out, to be fair, temporarily and reroute it. I mean, that's not really a major problem to fix. Water, so that isn't going to help. That's too steep. That needs a far bigger space. Again, can't go in water. Why? I don't know. Roundabout's no good. Cause chaos. Really don't know what I'm going to do here. I guess I could have that. I mean, just amend it slightly. Ah, why are you not? Thank you. Now let's do that. Right, this section wider. Where are we? So we've got barriers. How many lanes we got here? 4. Right, let's sort this bit out. I have to go down to like 3, I think, there. That's 4 there, so that's fine. Do there. Same here. This is where it gets a bit annoying because it might not. Okay, it is working. Sometimes when you widen the roads here, they don't counter for the people upgrading the road. Seems to be working quite well on this one. Right, that's that. So what I've got to think about now is taking traffic away from here. So this is a 2-lane. It's not ideal. What I could do is I could change this slightly. So we're going to bring the other road onto here. So don't need that spur. So that can go. That spur I still need, but I'll readjust that. So, could make this potentially a 3-lane. Don't think a 4-way would work. Let's see. Three-lane will. All about maximising the space you've got. So that works. Got roundabout. Yeah. I mean, whether I have any lights there, probably not. Let's get this built. So, because I've got that entry point there, that I don't really need to change. So, what he will do is I'll rebuild that now. Which I built as a 3 as well as a 4. However, I could change it to a 5. Leave it as a 4 for now. So that bit doesn't really cause too many issues, really. I mean, it should be okay. It's not like a motorway merge. Maybe I'll bring it down to, like... I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it as it is. See how it works. For now. Just focus on this other bit. Curve. Why is it overlapping? Water. Right. I need to find a way to link it back up in a bit more of a better scenario. To be fair, I don't think I can do that. It's steep. That works, however. Take that out. There we go. That works. Sort of. I'll probably take that little kink out and make it a bit straighter. So I'll try and... Yeah, that works. That works quite well, actually. Readjust this little kink. Better. Well, that'll work. That should ease a traffic problem. Shortly, anyway. So, Norris is one of them people messaging in the game all those pop-ups. Ah, I haven't noticed. Norris is giving you work advice. Yeah, I don't tend to notice the pop-ups when I'm building. Yeah, freezing and snowing. Right, I need to rebuild the railway before they start complaining. Yeah. Train. Double track. So, just a slight amendment needed for this, really. I might even be able to just... Yep, that works. Do that. Oof, that's ever so close to the road, actually. I will move that. Didn't realise it was that close. It wouldn't be good to get a train to derail. So, that's better. A little bit further away. Right, how's this going? See, we've got flowing traffic. We've got people going back onto that highway from there. We've got people going onto that one from there. So, that seems to work. I mean, there's a lot of people wanting this exit by the looks of it. Okay. Let's make this one slightly wider. This is just going to be a case of trying to see what actually works. That works. Four-way will work here as well by the looks of things. Let's try that. Okay, that works. Shouldn't need any more lanes on the other side. There we are, it's starting to clear now. a bit of a interesting layout to change motorways, or highways, shall I say. Right, what's going on here? Ah, road maintenance vehicle. One thing I do want to do is add some sound barriers in, so let's get them in. Build it there though. Won't let me build it there, but let me build it there. I assume it won't let me build it there because of that terrain. Come back as an invalid shape, which is a bit weird. That's another glitch that I wish they'd fix. Should be able to work out how it can build it without a problem. Ooh. Daffodil Highway. It's an interesting name. No, that'll do for now. We've got a bit of a traffic jam here now as well. So it's moved the traffic jam a bit further over. At least temporarily. To be fair, what I could do there is take that one out, because that's not needed. That isn't really needed either, unless they want to go up there. So I could take this exit off, because it doesn't really serve a purpose. There's not really anyone who's going to come around and do that. So take that one out. That should help some traffic congestion issues, in a way. Working either. Just seems to be whenever a vehicle wants to change lanes, it just causes chaos. However, I have just realised also what's also causing the problem. Didn't change that to 4. So that won't help. I think eventually it will get to a point where it'll settle itself down. It's just a question of when. So that's a lot of traffic, I know. Not really expecting anyone to use that section either, so I might take that section out and redo the junction a bit better. However, it's probably going to cause me a bit of a headache. I think it is. I don't think it's going to let me delete. Certain sections. Tell you what, I'm going to come up with a bit of a better plan here. So just get rid of that section and see what we can do with it. So, let's down. Let's make it even wider. 5-way. Bend. I can. Yeah, won't let you make it. It's a 5 there. Will there though. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Take that a bit out. Take that out. That's it. Ah, that works. We'll make that all. Certain point. Right, let's fix that. So we've now got 2 lane. We make it to 3 lane. Basically, we've got the space there. Parallel with that, and then slide over. That. Right. Let's do the barriers and we'll see how that goes. It's a case of just tweaking a little bit to try and see if we can get things working, because it's not really an exact science and how this sort of stuff works. I mean, let's face it, it's a bit dumb the way the game handles traffic. I've noticed that, and it was in the original as well. It's not really changed. I mean, they're not clever. So that's why they brought out those traffic mods where you could basically set each lane to each direction and stuff, and it made it traffic flow far better. Because then everyone didn't change lanes. It made the game smart in a way. So one of those where if they can get a mod like that out, it'd be even better. That simplifies that junction anyway. So wait for the traffic to all move over and crash and fall off with the barrier. Yeah, it's happened already. As expected. Why's that not working? Doesn't want to know that bit for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't want to. Doesn't want to fit it. No idea. That's probably a next problem I'm going to have to resolve, is that industrial problem that I produced by my own stupidity. But it's the residential area a bit too close to it on the other end. Well, that's fixed that issue anyway, so traffic's now moving far smoother. I think that roundabout was just causing an issue. So those will be moved in a minute. So let's watch it in a minute. Make sure it does solve itself. Seems to be doing. This area I'll develop shortly with the highway tool and start developing over here. In this area I'm just going to make it a massive residential area. 2 shops, maybe businesses. What are they complaining about? Ah, it's a dead end road. Why? Let's go with this guy complaining about, oh, it's been abandoned. Okay, I'll demolish it then. Why so cold? I'm wearing 6 layers and still freezing. Can't do anything about that, sorry. I think we're pretty much sorted over here now. Waiting for her. Oh dear, somebody's died. Yeah, that seems to have resolved that issue as well there. Now there's quite a bit of snow on the ground there. It's touching the road. Hello, I'd like to live somewhere like a building. Oh dear, complaining about residential now. Let's get that matter resolved. So, let's build some roads. Medium density do you want? There's medium density down, yet it's not being built. Loads of parked vehicles. That does possess a problem. Some high density as well. I'm going to have to annoy some residents. Ah, dear. Just going to put in a few little cul-de-sacs, as we call them in the UK. So I can fill the land with housing a bit better. Well, I was going to, but I've changed my mind. Well, that's wasted space there. Why is it not filling that in? Don't know. To be fair, it probably will fill it all in. Just being a bit awkward about it. So, certainly going to have a bit of an interesting looking streets anyway there. Old roads lead to Steve. Ah, we've got ground pollution here. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about. Building it too soon. I mean, it should dissipate over time, so I think we'll be okay. Eventually. Right, who's complaining of pollution? Somebody is. Heard about it before. Not enough customers. Connected, we know about that. Not a major issue, not enough customers. We need residential. For that, abandoned building here. I think they're pretty happy now. Nobody seems to really be complaining much at the moment, which is quite interesting to say the least. Apart from not enough customers, but that's a residential issue. High rent. That's an interesting one. Oh, I've got to pay your taxes. Sound like a fucking Tory saying that. Yeah, it's weird, some of these shapes of houses. End up going to have to fill this area with, like... what is going on there? Just, I don't know, it's just the way the game allocates land when you build square roads or squares. It's just weird. You think it'd fill all the space, but it doesn't. Probably end up having to redevelop that in the end. Just because the fact is the game's a bit daft on how it does it. I like people complaining that we haven't got enough police. Well, that's an easy solvable issue. Have more police stations. Extra jails. Theme park amusements. Yeah, that is something that can be built. Bear with me. I'm trying to think where that is. Water park. There we go. I've got a water park. Where is it? Over here. Water point. Put it. There it is. Got one of those. You can only build one of those in each city, which is quite frustrating in a way. Obviously, the observation tower, you know, that makes sense. You can only have one of them. But yeah. Ferris wheel. Something I could possibly build. Probably something I'll end up building over here. In the end. Notre Dame. That Nadium, wherever it is. Botanical Garden. National Diet Building, oh dear. There's a few things you can build. Community pool, that sounds interesting. I think I'll build a parking lot next to that. Just because it sounds like something that's needed next to a building like that. Oh dear. Oh dear, we got problems with water. No, it's just water pressure. Okay, not a major problem. Availability is still good. Excuse me. Can't build houses quick enough to house people. Build them and then I end up having to build more. It's the only problem with it. There's literally no limit. Once you start your spread in city, that's it. You can't stop it. You've just got to keep building. So... starting to go down now anyway. But commercial demand's still high. Industrial demand's very high as well, but I'm not focusing on that at the moment. What's going on over here? Oh, somebody's died in one of these houses. I've already just built them. I was talking to Terence about this earlier, and he seems to think that this simulation doesn't generate that much interest, whereas I'm sure it does, and it's quite popular. It's generating some interest, but I don't think it's generating as much as people initially hoped it would. Probably because of the amount of bugs that there are with the game. However, I think over time, as people migrate from the original game to the new one when they fix the bugs, that will probably change. One of those, really. Not really much you can do about it. It's just Terence, I don't think he actually has an understanding of how the game market works. Because there's that many different games out there now in comparison to, say, 10, 15 years ago. It's more difficult to get a good game in terms of viewership because there's that much out there. It's moved sort of away from like more traditional games like Euro Truck and things like that to big hitters like Fortnite, Apex Legends, your esports titles. They seem to be the ones that are king. But the problem is, because there's so many people that play them, it's difficult to get in the market and get a good amount of views. I don't think he actually has a proper understanding on how it actually works. You know, the reason why I play these types of games is because I enjoy them. They're my probably favourite type of genre. At the end of the day, if you don't enjoy it, why do you want to play it? You're not going to. So it's one of them, really. Ah, yes, this road here that looks an absolute mess. I could do with redeveloping to make it like maybe there, go across, and then in rather than like that. But that's something I can resolve over time. Yes, a power line that's not connected. That's an easy fix. Just delete it if it's not needed. Station good. I might fix this road now actually while I'm thinking about it. I'm not really sure I'm going to do it though. Might have to. We've got a railway line there. We've got. I don't know. Might be able to build a tunnel maybe. Let's give it a go. See what we can do. Obviously, I've got to bear in mind that this road's still here as well. Upgrade to make it wider while I'm here. Same with YouTube. I also mentioned that you don't really need a TV, as most stuff you can watch on YouTube depending on what your interest is. Well, that's it. That's the thing these days. There's so much out there. You know, YouTube and Kick and places like that, they're going to thrive because people don't want to watch TV anymore because there's either nothing to watch or they're not interested in TV. It's a bit of a... yeah, that's a problem. That's easy fixable in a moment. It'll sort itself out when I fix the road. Yeah, it's one of them really where people are only going to watch what they want to watch these days, and ultimately people have moved away from TV. So, you know. Okay, so that hasn't sort of worked in a way. Well, it has and it hasn't. It's sort of made the road in a bit interesting. So, sort of made it into a road that goes over the highway. And then I think you can move out. I think I'll get rid of you. Bye bye. Do that. That works. So, well, yeah, you can have YouTube and Netflix on a TV, exactly. So, there's no real need, you know, these days for people to watch TV because you can literally find most stuff on YouTube or Prime or, you know, Netflix. Other streaming services of your choosing. The only reason why I have Sky is because of sport. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. You know. So. So theoretically, it's one of those where the day of the TV, really, in terms of normal broadcasting, is almost over. In the UK, anyway. That's annoying. That won't sync up with that one. Just take it down, leave it open. I don't think it's going to let me unless I delete the road. End of the world. Yeah, so good there, good there. That sort of fixes that issue in a way. Let's see how it goes. Looks better now than it did. Bus line should sort itself out. Should work out what it needs to do. I hope. It's returning. I don't think it is. I think it's broke. Yeah. I was hoping it'd fix itself. Line tool. I don't understand why it's broken though. See, it might fix itself. I'll see if it does because the icons are gone now. So I know that ITV are thinking of actually putting soaps online as well as on TV, so you can watch them at your own convenience instead of after they've been on TV, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so basically it's available on demand before it actually gets shown on the TV. BBC are doing that now with quite a lot of their content. ITV did it with the post office scandal as well. You can watch all 4 on ITVX before it went on the TV. So it says returning. I don't know whether the line is broken. I think it is, you know. It says pathfinding failed. I don't understand why. Should have fixed itself when I reconnected the road. Nothing's changed, it's just the road layout. Where's the bus depot? There's the bus station. Any way I can... It's that area that is broken. I wondered if there's... Do you know what? I've had a thought. I wonder if I add another bus stop in, whether that'll fix the issue. At least in some respects. It's a shout. Just have to reconnect the line. So, step on. There it is. On routes. I might have to recreate the line, which would be completely frustrating if that's the case. Hang on. What's this? That's fixed. Sort of. Oh, I see. So it asks you to drag it back. So basically, because the road disappears, it's not smart. You think they would... Ah, that's frustrating, that is. You think it would be smart to allow for you to make them changes and it reconfigures itself with the nearest path. That's something to keep an eye on in future, because I reckon that should be sorted out. You shouldn't have to basically reroute your buses if you reconfigure a road. Might send that in as a request, because that's a bit of a stupid thing, really. Same with the new series of Water to the Road. Watched the whole new series in one day before I came on the TV last week. Yeah, that's the thing. People want choices these days, and if people want to be able to watch a whole series of a program in one day, why can't they? You know, this is where broadcasting TV lags behind. And this is the reason also why you're now finding when you watch normal broadcasting TV that there's tons of repeats. Because they're not pumping out enough content, or they're not willing to put on content in the daytime that isn't a repeat. You know, it's... Say, they're running out of ideas, broadcasters now. BBC especially. This sort of thing. But really, they've only got themselves to blame. I mean, they're not being proactive enough. The amount of stuff that they show on the iPlayer that doesn't get shown on broadcast TV is stupid. Put it on, you know. Complaining about housing shortages again. Let's build some more. It's been abandoned. That won't help. What are you looking for? Medium density. What area's got to cover here? Look at our road network. Looks like it's all moving reasonably swimmingly. People are complaining that the city is incredibly noisy. Well, you choose to live in a city, what do you expect? No. Works both ways. You live in the countryside if you want peace and quiet. Build more houses and apartments. That's what I'm planning to do. I'm just trying to work out where I'm going to develop next. I think I'll put them here. And there. And there. How many more police do we need? The buildings on this game are a lot bigger as well in comparison to the original. Remember the old police station, I think it used to be 6x2 or something. A lot smaller. There's We've got this space to build on as well. Something to bear in mind. We need another hospital, chances are. We'll build a health research institute as well. That'll always be quite handy to have. What about crematorium next door? Water pressure problems again. Are we getting... Oh, availability's still good. Right, police. Water problems should be alleviated shortly. Pipes there, so should be fine. Have you built a quiet neighbourhood? Not yet. A mosque? I don't think there's actually mosques in this game. At least not yet, anyway. One thing I do need to start putting down is mailboxes. I ain't got many of them about at all. Hardly any of them. They're quite happy. Not something I've built many of. Tend to go on street corners in the UK more often than not. So, or near street corners in a lot of areas. Build a few. Keep people happy. Few there. There's many over here. Better change that. American football field. That's an interesting one. I ain't got one of those yet. I ain't got many parks or anything either. What I was thinking of doing is probably building my own little park area somewhere. At some point. When? I don't know. I wonder if we are having water problems. Might need to add another treat pumping station in. Might work a bit better than them individual pumps. Put them together. I can't, I've already got one. That's annoying. Why can you only have one? That makes no sense at all. I'm going to delete them. They're not really needed. should disappear eventually. Right, water supply. It's got the supply it needs now. Now it just needs water. Well, you're producing water, so there we go. Wonder if that'll solve the water supply issue. Yeah, it's a lot more in the green now compared to before. I won't need any more because I've got a road there. Did I miss a little bit? Yep. Ground pollution, yeah, I'm aware of it. Not everyone's complaining about it, so it must be improving. Not too concerned. Should disappear eventually. At least for the moment, they'll just have to suffer. More healthcare problems. Let's build another hospital then. Build a medical clinic this time. Make it quite big. The only other thing I can think about is maybe taxes aren't exactly... Services aren't exactly in the good point. Ouch. Mind you, it is here. I'm building stuff, so that doesn't exactly help. 10%. 15 for industry, 15 for office. Should help a little bit. Turn that up. Only £4 million down. Ouch. Glad it's only sandbox. That's all I'm saying. City would be losing a lot of money. I planned this to be just like a sandbox city, and then I think over time, as I get a bit more skilled in this sort of game, I will produce a city that actually has a proper money. Doesn't have the unlimited symbol. Yeah, current trend to lose $167,000 or whatever it is an hour. Not great. So there's quite a bit of commercial industry demand again, but no office demand, which is a bit concerning really. You think there would be. We'll get some housing in. More housing in this area to at least make it a bit more developed. So mixed land usage in this area. Has anyone used this road yet? I don't think anyone has. I mean, there's hardly anyone that uses this highway in comparison to that one. Not enough water. I wonder if there's a problem with water supply in this area. Looks like there must be. I have to put a couple of no groundwater. Literally hardly any area with groundwater. Put a couple of water towers in. That'll help. Find somewhere to put them. Come together to the network. That'll help. Output's massive though, so I don't really see why there's a problem with water supply. Saying not enough water when there's plenty. Oh, I know why. It's not connected. Oh, it's connected there to there. Not connected there though. Yeah, that will explain why. No water supply going from this area. No sewerage supply either. Now there should be. Hopefully that'll fix the issue. Yep. So that's fixed the issue, but adding them 2 water towers in was a good idea anyway, so. How are we doing over here? Yep, doing fine now. Got traffic lights. Roads functioning quite well. No major issues. Like we fixed our little traffic problem around here. Looks like I might have to start expanding my industrial area, which is definitely in need of doing. What I will do first is I'll add some barriers on this highway, and I'll start building more industrial. Yeah, this highway doesn't get much use at all. It probably will do if I develop an entrance into the industrial zone on here. Still tempted to do. I was a bit drunk there, I've just noticed that. Let's get that fixed. Doesn't follow any particular tangent, it's a bit of an odd one. A little bit better. Okay. So if I'm going to build a junction onto here, it's going to have to go somewhere around here. I think I'll build some industrial units first, just to get that side of things taken care of. What land have we got? Build some there. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is build a slip onto there. It's not really a major problem, and then build a slip over here, go around to there, and then yeah, that will work. So let's get that sorted. Four-way. Say up to about there, and then I want to lane off it, so that works. I mean, it's basic, but it works. However, I am thinking about maybe bringing it out a bit earlier. It'll let me. That'd be better. Traffic lights there. That works quite well, to be fair. I mean, not really much else you could do with that. I mean, I don't understand why that vehicle's gone up there, like. I mean, that's completely pointless, but there you go. And the other side would just be a one-way road, basically. So take it from, I don't know, here. Get to join on there. That works. For that side, anyway. Got traffic that's able to go that way and that way, but obviously you haven't got anything that can come off here. So, well, actually, I've just had a thought. What I could do is I could do with similar actually to what I did on that side. Thinking about it. Actually, yeah, I could do what I did around the other side. Yeah, that'd work better, actually. There we go. That's better. It gives traffic to access both sides of the industrial zone, so that'll work. I mean, it's a basic junction, but it works. Add a prison. I think I've got one somewhere. Sure, I've got a prison somewhere. Oh. Put it. I know I've got some prison cells. Put it there. Prison, library and recreation centre. Fair enough. Add a couple of extra prison wings in. There we are. Right, more industrial units. Now, it won't let me widen the road there, which is quite frustrating. I had to go down to 2 lanes in that area. It's very annoying for that tunnel. Steve, truth, have you ever visited a prison? I haven't. Nope, I've never been to a prison. Don't have any intentions of ever doing so. Also built some industrial units here. Ooh, there's a boat. Commercial interest is high again. Build some more. Oh dear, somebody's died. Yep, traffic's flowing quite nicely through the city now. I mean, less people complain about ground pollution, so that's definitely an improving situation anyway. At least in that area. Okay. More housing demand again. Medium demand. Have some more medium density. We won't have row housing this time, we'll have some standard housing. More areas over here I can fill in, I think. This area as well. Might as well fill it. More commercial demand. I mean, how much more commercial do we need? Running out of space now, unless I start building more roads. I see snow. Yep, it's snowing again. Right. There's some trees planted, I guess, in a few areas. I say I can't really develop much anymore. Over here was one, really. Let's just plant a load of random trees. Jump up. Might as well just fill it with trees. The areas I'm not building on. Well, we do need trees. Fortunately, too many are getting cut down. People will start complaining about trees now, probably. Also reclaim some land there. Okay. land there as well. Oh, and there as well. Okay. Now it's oh, waste. Might be able to get one of them in, depending on how it goes. Storage extension. On with that. It just has an extra hazardous waste point put in. There, next to the railway. Yeah, so we've got plenty of industrial demand now, so jobs should be aplenty. Only problem is I haven't got many bus services or anything, but that's something I'm planning to develop probably in the next stream to make it a bit more connected. At the minute it's not very well connected in some areas. So this road's definitely going to have to be widened, I reckon. Would you buy the... might do it now, actually, thinking about it. I can't do it there because it's overlapping that building. That's so annoying. Oh, could swap sides though. Relocate that. Just swap the side that it's on. I mean, it's a bit of a pain, but it works. Build grocery stores. Well, that's what the commercial buildings are. They're scattered around. That's what your commercial buildings are. They're just random shops that get built. There's a shop there. You can't really pick shops that you build when it's just commercial. Obviously, if you download mods, you can. You get mods, I think, now that allow you to put certain buildings in, but it's just a general randomised tool that picks for you, so you don't really get any control over what gets built. It's a shame really, but I mean it is what it is. Yeah, so we've achieved quite a bit tonight. We haven't really built much more. We haven't really extended any new areas. We've just done a bit of upgrading in certain areas that we've already built. Obviously, we've added this little area in. Yeah, it's a bit of a one of them really, where we haven't really done much this stream. It's a bit of a slow burner, this one. Just made some changes to the road network to improve traffic flow and things like that, really, which is obviously important when it comes to expanding, obviously, public transport and obviously expanding the city over distance anyway. So, old ruins there. Move that somewhere else. Right next to the railway. Over time, I do plan to obviously build my own little network as well. Probably have a station down here, maybe, somewhere. And run trams between different areas as well. It's one of them. It's quite difficult to build a city when you start because you've obviously got to think about various different things, and sometimes you forget about certain things, and then you've got to make amendments. But it's one of those. We can manage. We can do it in the end. This area starts to get a bit of a little pinch point now, which is to be expected. This I might have to amend eventually as well. That one's a problem. Better with stop signs. Hello Alan, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it is becoming a problem now, as I thought it might. I think what I could do to alleviate that problem. Put a slip road in. Off the bridge. That'd work. Obviously the problem is it doesn't stop anyone turning left there, but it probably will do when people realise the other road's there. What I can do, however, is do that. Forces the no left turn rule. Well, when people realise, obviously if anything that's already there is planning to turn left, it will. So you'd have to use that slip road going forward. What rating would you give this game out of 10? I've been thinking of getting it. I'd probably give it a solid 7 at the moment. Reason being is because there is still some bugs with it that do need to be fixed, but they are seem to be moving along with that quite nicely now. So it's one of them really where if you enjoyed the original game, I think you would enjoy this one. I really don't see any reason why you wouldn't buy it at the moment. I mean, there is, as I say, some minor issues which are getting resolved. Taking a little bit of time, but they will get there with it in the end. It's like everything else, isn't it? You know, they find bugs on release. But yeah, the original was great, so if you like the first one, I'd definitely say get the second one. You know, they will fix these issues in the end. What is going on with that building there? That's weird. Okay, so that resolves that issue. there anyway. Doesn't resolve anything coming across or having to go this way. Car's stuck. It's quite funny. I could probably put the lights there again now. Yeah. That resolves that issue. I'll say I don't really know what I'm going to do here because obviously everything's so closely knit in. There's probably not really much I can do. Might just have to be a traffic pinch point. Wasn't like much traffic out there, which doesn't help. If there might be a mod out by now anyway that changes traffic light durations. If there is, I'll be getting it. I need to have a look at that. That will have a massive issue on resolving traffic problems. And you can just sit there and monitor it over a real time and work out what works best for that particular junction. That'll help a lot. When will you be bringing back Planet Zoo, Steve? Probably never. I don't think I will, to be honest. Is this one multiplayer? I think it is, actually. I think you can play it multiplayer. Hang on, let me check for you. No, there isn't. No multiplayer. At least on the base game, anyway. Is there a mod? Not yet. There might be in time, you never know. Don't know. Oh, did you say why is that for Planet Zoo? Don't know, really. I mean, I've got plenty of other games to play. Hey, what I could do is I could actually have a prevent left turn there and make everything go straight across. That might help some traffic flow. Over. Tempted just to use this as a crossroads for each highway. I'm just not. Oh wow. Could have a no right turn there, to be fair. Problem is then it causes a problem for this area. Left turn only. Make this one a bit wider. Four. Down to 2 there from 4. Don't think it... No, it's not going to let me have 3 at all. Or even 4. It's so frustrating. Waiting for a hearse again, oh dear. Need less people there complaining of ground pollution now. Air pollution, wow. How are they complaining of air pollution? I mean, there's nothing around there that would cause that. Unless it's the farm. I don't see that causing a major issue. Leave that there. Abandoned property. Oh dear. One over here as well. Right. Okay. More commercial needed. In that area there. Still complaining about pollution. Boring. I mean, there's only about 4 properties that are complaining about that. Smog. I don't see any smog. Oh dear. That's getting worse. I'm not surprised. Definitely need to do something with that. Might have to reconfigure the road layout there. That's going to be for another stream though, I reckon. Oh, there's been an accident here. Oh dear. Car gone through the barrier. Oops. Very Terence Price approved driving that. I think I will actually do something with this area before I finish the stream. Just to sort it out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, it's not really ideal. I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I mean, it's very tricky. What I could do is take the highway out here, restart it here. Just thinking what I'm gonna do. That's going to get abandoned. I'm going to get rid of that. Take the spear out. Take that out as well. Widen the road there. Bit tricky what I'm going to do here, because I might have to take them out, them buildings there. And then take it all out. Don't really see any other way. Trying to resolve that issue, and then maybe build this as a bridge over. Dips down at the minute. At least there, anyway. Got 4-lane, isn't it? And dip it down, probably a little bit further up here. No, I can't do it, I'm going to have to do it there. That lower? No. Yep, that's going to have to do there. Now, what I'm going to do regarding the road, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And just have it going over like that. So, stop. Don't really see any other way I can do to resolve that. Just have to see how it goes now with regards to that particular area. Need medium density. Get rid of that junction, and then the people are just going to have to come off elsewhere to come into that area, which is not great, but I mean, nah, it is what it is. People complaining about water again. People complaining about sewage as well. Right. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Hell. So that's a bit broken. Wastewater. I could actually extend this road, to be fair. Put it in over here somewhere. That'll do nicely. Let's put some more industrial around that. Going well. There, you can build more houses too. Nearly 10,000 people coming to your city. Yeah, I know. Starting to get there. Healthcare starting on the way up now as well, which is good to see. I think things are starting to improve now. I think it's starting to get there to a point now where things are starting to work. Apart from this, people dying. Just not fathoming out why. It's probably because the industrial areas are too close to the residential areas. Maybe I need to like section it out a bit better. But it's one of them, it's a learning curve really. I mean, the original game was a bit picky with that as well. And I could never understand why. I think I might have just cracked it now on why that is. So, something to develop in a future city anyway. I won't be sticking with this city forever. There will be a time when I'll move on from it and build something completely new. Because it'll get to a point where once you've built so much, it'll take longer to demolish it all and rebuild than it would be to build a new city. So people complaining of crime again. Great. It's like just industrial need now. commercial need even. Housing's dropped now to a point where it's not needed. A bit unusual. Very unusual to see that. A commercial demand, but it doesn't seem to be getting built. At least not here, for some reason. Let's try somewhere else. Oops. Come eventually, I think. Well guys, I think I'm going to wrap up tonight's stream here. For those who haven't seen content from me before, if you want to see more, make sure you do consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. If you are new also, please hit the notification bell. You'll be notified of any future video uploads and live streams from myself, as well as any shorts that I upload. And yeah, this will be it for tonight's stream. For those of you guys who haven't seen my 2024 video yet, it is on the channel. It was uploaded early today, so if you do want to see that, feel free to have a look, and it gives a bit more information about what my targets are, as well as a bit more of an overview about the branding change. And yeah, looks good. Now, this week, I won't be live tomorrow, but or this coming week, but I will be posting my stream schedule shortly for everyone to review and to obviously have a look over. Tuesday I'll be live, and then obviously I'll detail about the rest of the information in the schedule. On Tuesday, I do plan to start streaming on Kick as well as YouTube for the first time. So I will be getting Restream, the software that is required for that setup tonight and tomorrow. We'll do probably a quick test stream on Tuesday at some point, and we'll be live in the evening as normal. Until then guys, I hope everyone has a good Monday, and I will see you all on Tuesday.